What's good? What's good, brothers? We're going to get right into it. Recently, Dave Chappelle came out with a comedy special called Sticks and Stones on Netflix. And in the comedy special, he went at a lot of white bigotry. He spoke up on the LGBTism. He spoke up on the documentary about Michael Jackson being full of BS, which we all knew. But he codified it to a certain degree. He didn't come right and say that the media tarnishes black men images. He was very tactful in the way he conducted his comedy special. Brilliantly, by the way, brilliantly, very funny. But he used comedy to speak a lot of red pill truths. Similar to the way Patrice O'Neal did years ago before his passing. Dave Chappelle was in rare form. Now, we all know Dave Chappelle, he really doesn't talk with a lot of filters. He's had racy comedy specials before, but this one was the real first one where he actually offended a lot of people, a lot of liberals, a lot of people with alternative lifestyles. But it seems like what we're seeing is with black celebrities, especially black men, what you're seeing is the fact that, we assume that because you have money and fame, that you are, sectioned off from white privilege and black racism. And what we're starting to see is that you're not. Now, the new news is Jay-Z making statements about single parents. And he's talking codified once again. Really single mothers, boys growing up without fathers in the home. And what you're seeing is really an older, wiser Jay-Z. Now, this is not about his NFL deal. I don't agree with his NFL deal. But Jay-Z is a businessman. I'm sure he's seen money. So, he's doing what he's doing. I don't have an issue with Jay-Z, what he's doing. I don't like it, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the fact that Jay-Z actually came up and said, listen, a lot of issues in these homes are because they're fatherless. And now he's receiving a backlash from all the single mothers. Then if you listen to Nas' new album that he just dropped, that brother is really coming at him. A lot of red pill lyrics. So the question is, what has changed with black celebrities, especially brothers, who have achieved these high levels of success in the matrix, but still want to speak the truth, even though it might hurt them? It might hurt sales, it might hurt, deals. These brothers are really maturing and coming to fruition. These brothers would be somewhat leaders, not necessarily the kings, but just leaders within our communities, right? But as you can see, these brothers are being shut up systematically. And what you're going to see is scandals, tarnishments of, reputations, a whole bunch of fakeness that you've seen in order to limit the reach that they would have normally within our black community. Now, this is one of the reasons why I say it's so important for black men to travel and figure out a way to build overseas, fellas. Because these brothers are basically speaking the truth, their truth, and they're codifying it as best they possibly can, so they can still get the money. You know what I'm saying? And now they're having issues. You feel me? They're having a blowback, not really from black people per se, but white people who are telling black people that they should be upset at this. This is the problem. This is the issue you have when we don't control our own media. What Jay-Z said about the single parent thing was not. It was the truth. What Dave Chappelle said in his stand up was the truth. What Nas said in his records are the truth. But the dominant society doesn't want it to filter down to the black community because the black family is a problem in this country. The black man, the black woman, they want to keep at odds. They don't want the black man to be in that household to give discipline to those children. The reason why is because they want to be able to use the black community like a plantation whore, a financial plantation whore. They want to be able to put drugs in there. They want to be able to send their race soldiers down there. They want to be able to gentrify it. They want to be able to, run through and do whatever they want to do, put up all these immigrant businesses out there, then have black men and black people, black family actually bucking against that system. Because, and truthfully be told, man, single mothers don't buck on anything. They're more worried about keeping a roof over their head. You see, after the civil rights movement, they saw that how do these black people not go to work? How do these black people, sustain such a long protest? They saw that black men had trades and skills that they learned in high school, mechanic, all types of little electrician, carpentry, construction. We learned all that in high school, which was valuable because we could make money with it. So they took those out. After that, they said, hey, we're going to give y'all women benefits, but you can't have no black man in the house. It was a setup. It was all a setup. It was like an 8 to 10-year plan to destroy not only the black community, but to destroy the black family and separate the black man from the black woman by overeducating their women to make white corporations millions of dollars on end and to elevate them a step above the black man so the black man could limit his power and have no say within his family because now she's the breadwinner. Now we all know that really don't work, especially if you're a real man. But that's what they was trying to do. So to go back to what I was, my point, man, a lot of black celebs, brothers have consciousness. They see what's going on in these streets. They see what's going on the internet. Believe it or not, I do believe some celebrity brothers have listened to brothers in the manosphere and they're thinking in their heads like, you know what, I got to do something about this. I have a voice. And that's what hip hop was all about. Hip hop and entertainment was all about hearing the voice of what black men are thinking within these black communities. But when the money came in, it got a little wishy-washy. Brothers weren't really trying to, say anything too conscious. They didn't want to affect the ticket sales and the money and all that. But now, brothers is like, listen, we in such a dire situation that I have to speak my truth. So shout out to those brothers, man, because we look at them like they're so much different because they're successful, but they're not different, bro. They go through it. I'm sure they've been faced with a little racism here and there, and they've been through bad relationships with AAWs. It is what it is. So yeah, brothers. Peace.